Chapter 38. The Holy One of the World is not exempt from sickness. Once, when the Buddha fell ill with a bad cold, His Holiness Yabhavana was serving at the Buddha's side, and the Buddha said to His Holiness Yabhavana, please find some hot water for Rulai. His Holiness Yabhavana replied, okay, I'll go find hot water for you now. So, His Holiness Yabhavana put on his robes, and took a rice bowl, going from house to house, rich and poor, and he came to the door of Devasita Brahmin's house, where His Holiness Yabhavana stood silently. When Devasita Brahmin saw a monk standing outside his house, he said to His Holiness Yabhavana, Your Holiness, what do you want to do by standing silently outside my house with your head shaved and dressed in a vestment? What do you want me to do when you come to my house? Why did you come here? At this time, Devasita Brahmin said, Bald Sanapare, His Holiness stands silently. What you want and what you come for beggars. His Holiness Yabhavana replied, His Holiness who has attained the supreme enlightenment of enlightenment, is suffering from a severe cold. I came to you to ask you to provide you with some hot water. If you have hot water, please give me some hot water. I will bring it back to the Venerable. The Venerable is the most worthy person in the world. The Venerable is the most respectable and respectful person in the world. The people of the world should religiously provide for the Venerable, and the people of the world should respect the Venerable, and I am willing to send hot water to the Venerable. At this time, His Holiness Yabhavana said, just as the good dies, the Holy One is sick with a cold. If there is warm water, Brahmins and Buddhists, offerings should be provided for and honored. Honor the Venerable, and I will give it to him. At that time, Devasita Brahmin instructed the servants in the house to pick out a load of hot water, and bring out a bag of honey to His Holiness Yabhavana. His Holiness Yabhavana carried hot water, and took honey to the Buddhist residence. And His Holiness Yabhavana first poured some hot water into the Buddhist rice bowl, and put in a few honey to shake well. Buddha after bathing in hot water. His Holiness Yabhavana respectfully brought the honey water to the Buddha, and asked him to drink it. Buddha's severe cold slowly healed. A few days later, Devasita Brahmin came to visit the Buddha at his residence. After Devasita Brahmin had saluted the Buddha, he sat down and said to the Buddha, Venerable, I am very happy to see that you have recovered. Venerable, I have some questions I would like to ask you to answer for me. The Buddha said, Brahmin, if you have any questions, please say. Devasita Brahmin said, Venerable, most people in our country know that you are a sage, who has attained the fruit of supreme enlightenment, but for you, a sage who has attained the fruit of liberation, why are you still sick? I can't understand this. It stands to reason that you won't regenerate the cycle of death. Why are you sick? Please relieve me of my doubts. The Buddha said, Brahmin, as long as one is born into this world, no one can avoid sickness, old age, death. That is to say, all people and sentient beings in the world will get sick, old age, and die, and no one and no living being can be an exception. Even for the sages who have attained the fruit of liberation, for them, this earthly body is as fragile as ceramics, and it may be broken at any time, and their earthly body may get sick, and die at any time, and of course, they cannot avoid aging. These sages who have attained the fruit of liberation will not get sick, age, or die only after they have attained nirvana. Why? Brahmin, you must understand, if you are not born you will not die, and if you are not born you will not be sick, old, dead. If you want not to get sick, age, or die, you must first not be reborn in this world. And how can you not give birth? That is, no longer worrying, and clinging to everything in the world, no longer coveting anything in the world, freed from all the troubles and pains of the world, and having paid off all the evil things, and sinful karma that he had done before, so that he would not be reborn again. Such a sage will not be reborn after nirvana, and thus will be forever liberated from the torment and pain of the cycle of life and death. Since it does not give birth, there will still be sickness, aging, and death, and such a holy one will not be born or perished. Devasita Brahmin said, Thank you, Venerable. I have understood that as long as you are born in this world, no one is exempt from sickness, old age, and death. Even the sages who have attained the fruit of liberation, their bodies in this world are very fragile, they are also sick, old, and dead. Only when they enter nirvana and are no longer born into the world can they be exempt from sickness, old age, and death. Only by not being born can you not die, and only by not being reborn in this world can you not get sick, grow old, and die. Venerable, I have one more question for you. The Buddha said, Brahmin, if you have any questions, please say. Devasita Brahmin said, Venerable, where should the people of the world give their belongings? Where can they give alms to get great merit? Where should they be fed in order to reap great rewards? Where do they make a successful offering? At this time, Devasita Brahman said, where you should give great results. Where there is offering, its fruit is prosperous. The Buddha said, Brahmins, understand that doing more good deeds can plant a lot of merit for yourself, and doing more evil deeds will create a lot of sinful karma for yourself. The beings with profound merit are reborn into a rich house, that they are born in the heavenly realm to enjoy blessings, and that they are even forever freed from the torment and pain of the cycle of life and death. That beings with weak merit and heavy sinful karma will fall into hell, hungry ghosts, and beasts, and suffer in the three evil ways. Those who understand karma, believe in cause and effect, and persevere in it, stop evil and cultivate good, receive precepts, and practice. Those who have paid off all the sinful karma they have created by their evil deeds in the world, who no longer worry about and cling to all things in the world, those who have been forever liberated from the torment and pain of the cycle of life and death, those who have realized the supreme and universal consciousness of the universe, and who have fully attained the fruitful position. These people are the places where alms are offered. The people of the world should give alms to these people, and if they give alms to these people, they will receive countless meritorious fruits. They are rewarded greatly by giving alms to these people, and giving alms of their goods to these people is a successful almsgiving offering. At this time, the Buddha said, if you know cause and effect, you will see the evil interests of the heavens. The end of the life, the full power of the sage. It should be given to this, and it will bear great fruit. If it is offered, its fruit will prosper. After the Buddha had spoken, Devasita Brahmin said to the Buddha, thank you, Venerable, for relieving me of my doubts for many years. Please let me take refuge in you. Let me be your home disciple. I am willing to accept the precepts you have made. I am willing to practice according to your Dhamma. The Buddha accepted the refuge of Devasita Brahmins.